Hello and welcome to the very first episode of the Real Estate Roundup podcast. My name is Kobe Zinn and I am your host, and I am joined here with my co-hosts Andres Martinez and Tony Flores. And we are super excited to be bringing you some content here in the future regarding really some of the top real estate industry insights. We are all licensed real estate agents in the great state of Texas, and we'll be covering information that is both local and also national. So I think today is a really good opportunity for us to just talk a little bit about, what you guys can be expecting as far as content from us and also a little bit about who we are. So why don't we start with, just how do we get into real estate and why did we get into real estate? So, Andres, Tony, either one of you can feel free to start us off here.
Okay, so yeah, my name is Tony Flores, and I've been licensed since 2019. And before I got licensed, I had a big background in customer service and store management. I was in a retail career and just really enjoyed helping people. Just kind of started transitioning, really interested in finding out, what my next career path might be, because I was kind of getting just a little bit um, kind of tired of the just the industry in general, but I really did enjoy helping people. And so I started out in real estate by helping people with problem homes. I would purchase them, buy them, fix them, flip them. And then just kind of just said a little bit later, it was like, well, just doing a lot of this stuff in real estate, and people were asking me questions about real estate. I always love being able to help people, and when there was there was a block where it's like I could only help them so much. So then decided to get licensed because just figured I could help more people, and it would just kind of help round out my real estate career. So that's kind of how I got started in real estate, and what I've been doing since ever since. So got in real estate really closer to 2017, and I'm sorry, I got licensed. Yeah, 2021. And then I
Awesome.
met Andres through one of our training classes that we go through as real estate agents. A lot of people don't know that we go through a continuing education. Lots of continuing education. That's to keep us abreast of what's happening, the changes in the law, and just better ways to serve people. Met Andres in one of our classes, the Graduate Realtor Institute, and so we hit it off. And he was interested in some of the stuff I was doing, and so let Andres introduce himself.
Hey guys, my name is Andres Martinez. I am a licensed real estate agent here in the state of Texas. I serve mostly in the San Antonio area. How did I get into real estate? So during COVID, I used to be in dental management and I used to travel all across the state of Texas. During COVID, with all the restrictions, it became very overwhelming and sometimes even very scary, um, just with the safety protocols. So I wanted to spend a little bit more time with my family. I wanted to spend time with friends. So I decided to transition into real estate. When I transitioned, I never envisioned how much of a benefit I would be to my family and friends because now I'm able to assist them and guide them to the process of purchasing a home and just putting them in a better situation for success and for just growth in their life. So I was able to accomplish uh, spending more time with my family as I manage my schedule now. And I also am able to help friends and family. I actually helped my daughter get into a home, my sister, quite a few family members. So being a real estate agent is very rewarding because you could help the community. You could help veterans. I'm also a veteran. I did serve in the military for 8+ years. Um, did 2 tours in Iraq. I always have been a gentleman who's about service. I'm always looking for the best interest of someone else. And what better way than to get as educated as possible, like the GRI class that I met Tony, get as much information that I could help clients and friends and family. So that's just a little bit about me, guys.
Right. Absolutely. So I think, a big theme that I heard was, real estate is all about service, right? And that's kind of what the industry is all about, is serving people and helping people. And just on the lines of that, what do you guys think as far as the content that our listeners and our viewers can be expecting, just from your perspective, right? So what is it that makes you unique as far as being able to share and to serve the community, as far as sharing valuable insights into the real estate industry?
Awesome.
Just being able to help people and update them on the market. The market I when I first joined is not the market we're in now. With interest rates fluctuating, and different laws being passed, we can always do what's best for our clients and just educate them on the benefits of what's available at the time.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and that's kind of why we decided to, okay, what can we do? What kind of platform can we do for this? And we figured having a podcast would help out, and people can kind of watch or listen to it at their leisure, just to find out like what's in the news and what our thoughts are on things like that, and also some of just the different ways we can help people. Andres, for example, is just so well versed. He's spent a lot of time in new homes and helping people with new homes, and that's a great place because there's so many different advantages through finding new homes, like newly built new construction homes. And so we're going to be talking about that, and we're also going to talk about existing homes and how we help people navigate through that if there's been issues or title issues or things like that. That's some of the background that I come from, where I can help navigate different issues that come up periodically. Sometimes people find themselves in tough situations through possibly foreclosures, things like that, or they're just in a position where they're in a new position they don't find themselves in. They don't really know how to navigate it. So, for instance, um, someone reached out to me recently. They were trying to buy a home, but it was for sale by owner, but they didn't know how to do the paperwork. And they've utilized me in the past as a real estate agent, but the seller didn't have a real estate agent, so they asked me for some help. So we'll talk about different things like that and questions that they had and how they got stuck and how I was able to kind of go in there and help their situation, stuff like that. There's just so many things that happen on a day-to-day basis, week to week. So we thought we'd love to be able to share that with people, and we thought this would be a great platform for that.
So yeah,
Absolutely.
and we would like to just stay current. We would like to stay current with news, any law updates, and just any information on the market.
Yeah, I mean, real estate is definitely something that is it's changing. As people know, it's a very cyclical business as well. So having that update and having that information, especially directly from the source of, licensed real estate agents and investors who are really active in the market, can be very beneficial. So on that note, moving forward, right? What do you guys see as far as the show's segments go? And how do you guys see as far as the show being able to benefit the viewers and the listeners moving forward, and some of the segments that we will be sharing with them?
Yeah, so we kind of want to break it up into three segments. So we're going to be talking about some of the industry news, some of the things that are happening. For instance, there's just been a lot of talk in the news about commissions and how they get paid and how people get compensated for the work that we do as real estate agents. So that's one of the hot topics right now. There's other things that happen with on the state level. Of course, different states. We happen to be in the state of Texas, and there was um, something on the ballot very recently, and it had to do with property taxes. So different things like that. We're going to talk about the news and what's in the news, what our thoughts are on that, how can things can help benefit people, and different things like that. So another big topic has been interest rates, how they've been, how they shot up real fast. Maybe some times when they're drawing back, and then how that affects buyers and sellers. With interest rates really affect sellers, not just buyers. It affects the sellers because of things that are how many offers they can get on a house. So some of the pullback. So we're going to talk about news, and then we're going to talk about maybe some current current or recent transactions that we've been a part of, different challenges that maybe some people have had, and how we're able to kind of connect the dots and just serve them. And then the last, we're going to talk about just different things that we have going on in our own business, training, could be events that are happening, whether it's local or within our brokerage, and just different things like that.
Absolutely. How about you, Andres?
So, I really like the layout that Tony. He practically hit every nail on its head. As far as for me, the reason would be just sharing experiences. I think sometimes when we're real estate agents, we sometimes feel like we're in an island. I think this show will just round up agents or round up clients, and it would be able to just, we want to be a resource, right? So if there's questions, people can post those questions. We could answer them. If we don't know the answer, we'll make sure we gather the correct information and then put it on this platform so everyone could be updated. So we just want to be a resource to everyone.
Awesome. And you actually mentioned that our podcast is the Real Estate Roundup, because we were just trying to brainstorm about what are we trying to get out, what kind of information we're trying to get out there, and also how we can serve people. And so we thought about kind of rounding up questions, just have a little play on words with the corral and all that kind of stuff. So we are from Texas, and so we thought it would be a great way to have Real Estate Roundup, is talk, water cooler chat, things like that. So yeah, that's our podcast.
Right. Rounding up the industry news, rounding up the valuable resources and information regarding real estate, and bringing it to you guys. So I am definitely super excited to be starting the show here with my fellow agents. And just to kind of give you guys a little bit of background about myself, I am also a real estate agent here, mostly in the Houston area, I would say. So I'm based in Houston, and Tony and Andres here are actually agents on my team, and we are here in the state of Texas, but we do have a national team of agents that we work with all around the country and really all around the world, and that is how we are all we're all associated, and share resources within each other. We share market updates and news on really a weekly or really a daily basis, all with each other. So we're all staying very up to date on some of the new things going on in the real estate industry, and some of the different things even going on in different markets around the country regarding what's going on in some of these major markets as well, industry news. So we will be bringing you both local real estate news regarding information here in Texas, but also be very up to date on what's going on with different markets and how that's affecting the real estate and how agents are being able to function, and how the real estate market is going on, what's happening in the real estate market in some of these other states and major markets as well. So just stay tuned for that. We're super excited to be bringing you guys this content. But other than that, we will be sharing this content here on YouTube, on different podcast platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. So make sure to follow us on these platforms at Real Estate Roundup Show, and also on our social media pages. So, Tony, Andres, if you guys don't mind sharing, what are some of the more active social media platforms that you guys are on, so that people can keep up to date on some of our clips that we are sharing from our content here.
So we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube as well. We're growing and expanding our channels on that as well, and it's been a little bit of TikTok and also Instagram as well. So Andres,
I use the same platforms as well. So YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, guys, as many resources as you can use as far as social media. Put your face out there, and those are great ways to communicate with the industry.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep, and I will make sure to leave all of that information in the description or the show notes down below, depending on where you guys are viewing this content. But other than that, make sure to stay tuned for our future episodes where we'll be bringing you insights into the real estate industry and rounding up all of the news regarding real estate locally here in Texas and also all around the country. Any last thoughts before we sign off here on our first episode?
So yeah, we're just very excited to deliver some great valuable content to y'all. We hope you're getting in some enjoyment out of it as we move forward. And we look forward to any questions or any things that you have any kind of interest in questions in real estate. So we'd love to be able to answer those questions and help you just to think about real estate and see what's going on and find out how we might be able to help you, whether you're an agent or whether you're a possible buyer or seller down the road. And if you're just curious about the industry.
And I would like for us to use this platform to help ease a lot of the fears, right? So all of us have fears. If we could round up, tackle them together, as far as interest rates, AI, different changes that are coming up in the industry, anything that we could conquer, let's do it together. And why not use this platform?
Yes.
I love it. Tony, Andres, thank you so much for sharing this platform here with me and sharing all this information, with the public as well. And thank you for tuning in to our first episode. Make sure to tune in to our next one as we get started on this journey together. And make sure to leave us any of your questions or comments and feedback as well. So thank you, and make sure to tune into the next show.